Please subscribe to this channel for more videos related to thought-provoking topics. Liberals always push the idea that today's ideas are truer than yesterday's ideas. There is no absolute truth. Everything is relative, and that the need of the ages is king. However, liberals seem to forget that their today's so-called truer idea will become obsolete by tomorrow's idea. That is the situation they will face. And if their truer idea is going to be a bad idea by tomorrow's stand, shall we trust that their today's truer idea is the great idea? It is also the case where liberals state that there is no such a thing as forbidden things when it comes to acting on things to benefit oneself at all costs. The clamor, "My body, my choice," gets louder. I will not bow down to worship any god but my own personal relativistic gods. The inner sanctum of a personal decision is most sacred. You may worship any god but the Christian God. Woke people love to say in public that all cultures are right, but when pressed harder, they will say all except Western culture. This is truly naive coming from the people who live in the Western society. The conversation with the people from other cultures, not the one like ours, will tell the story. They think we are crazy to believe that Western culture is wrong, also in believing that all cultures are right. Liberals claim that there is no such a thing as absolute truth to support their argument for relativistic belief. At the same time, they strongly suggest that we take what they say as an absolute truth. They say there is no universal truth, and that all claim to any ideas with certainty are just arrogant nonsense. Anything but mine. Throughout the history of humanity, manifestos were written for the purpose of stating and clarifying people's ideological points. As a spoiled child of modernism, liberalism has slipped further into lunacy. Now the woke ideology is the only manifesto that counts. All manifestos which go against liberal ideology are to be casted aside and destroyed. Illogical statements are to be beheld in the liberals' words and actions. Catholics say, "We love sinners but hate sins." In humility, great saints truly call themselves sinners and try to be less sinful. Liberals, on the other hand, suggest they can love sins and hate sinners. The heroic life of these sinners is to be despised, for their life is the thorn on liberals' conscience. It reminds them who they really are. Saying "I am spiritual" sounds good to them, a kind of virtue signaling. However, Christian religion is dangerous, even though it is very spiritual, just because it teaches sexual morality opposite to liberals' views. In politics, liberals, with their affinity for big government, declare that they are the greatest when it comes to social policies. They think governing is only suited for the elite few. people with the same ideology like them. Big government knows what is best for you. All bets are off, however, if the elected government is elected by conservatives. Except liberals, everyone else is prejudiced, especially the conservatives. The life of liberals are full of contradiction. In their public statement concerning capital punishment versus abortion, liberals argued against capital punishment but will not give time to debate on another killing, abortion. They demand that the society abolish capital punishment, but abortion must be okay. For them, it is not okay to kill the killer who commit the crime, but killing of the innocent victim of the crime is not a problem. Liberals demand the society to trust their ability to make right judgment for the people to live their lives. They say, trust the experts. You need us because of our superior wisdom. But how many times we hear this so-called superior wisdom says there is no such a thing as superior wisdom if it is a claim from the supernatural wisdom of the Christian God. For the left, there is no such a thing as far left. There is only far right. In fact, for the left, all right is far right. Whoever do not think like the far left is the far right. For the liberal left, there is no rule. We should be open-minded to all ideas, except the conservative ideas. In a different way, liberals will say, I love everybody. I hate only conservatives. Liberals say, don't trust anyone else's thought. That is my thought, and you can definitely trust it. One of those mantras liberals use to give way to their argument is to say, we are the party of science, therefore you can trust us. This phrase says, you can be certain only of what science has proved. But science has not proved that yet. Liberals, communists, and social democrats people, in their propaganda, declares that they are humane. They claim that at most, to their philosophy is to resolve human miseries and pains, be it physical, psychological, mental, political, and spiritual. They virtue signal themselves to be the ultimate compassionate people. They say, we believe that pain is the only evil. The twist is, when push comes to shove, liberals do just the opposite. They approve crushing the skulls of half-born babies and jabbing scissors into the back of their necks. In their attempt to fence off conservatism from influencing the societies, liberals would champion radical morality, saying it's bad to be good and it's good to be bad. For them, traditional goodness is dull conformity. Badness, however, is creative nonconformity. In fact, for the liberals, the only thing that's bad is goodness. For the New York Times, the only good Catholics is a bad Catholics. In the early days of the rise of liberalism, we heard liberals comment that they are the open-minded, tolerant, and unprejudiced people, that if we disagree with them, we must be very close-minded and intolerant and prejudiced. They say, I believe it's impossible for one person to impose truth on another. Then they turn and say, we are to say which truth is better than the others. Definitely not yours. Please go to YouTube Retirement channel, playlist, Apologetics for the complete series of these materials.